Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM with me. My name is Chris. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I said we were going to come back at the end of November for the MK Dons game and the Burton game, and you'll note it's not the end of November. We're just a mere 3 games on from where we finished last episode. In that time, we've lost 1-0 to Colchester, beaten Stevenage 2-0 in the Papa John's Pizza Trophy Southern Section Round G Part X, and then drew 2-2 with Huddersfield, which is a good result. But the reason I'm back so soon is because we've been offered a job at Blackburn, or rather we've been offered the opportunity to interview for the job at Blackburn. Now, I've never managed Blackburn Rovers. They currently sit 17th in the Championship with 12 points from their first 11 games. This is a jump, you know, this is sort of the same jump I did from Spennymoor to Leyton Orient. Skipped the National League, went straight to League 2. And this looks like I'm going to be largely skipping League 1 and going straight to the Championship if I get the job. I remember them when I was growing up, they were a big club, you know, they won the Premier League like that one time. In recent years, they've definitely just sort of languished around the Championship. They got relegated from the Premier League in 2011, and we're now 13 years on from that, and they've been sort of floating around the Championship. They got relegated in the 17-18 season, come back up the very next season. They're relegated in the 16-17 season, come straight back up the next season, and they've again just been a sort of mid-table Championship team ever since, basically, more or less ever since getting relegated from the Premier League. Now, looking at their players, they've got their entire back line is on loan. They've got insane numbers in wages. Like, these are numbers that I do not comprehend given where we are. You know, look at our wages. You know, we're in our highest is 3.9 thousand, 3.5, nearly 4,000 a week. They're on nearly 30,000 a week for their best player. I mean, that's big money. Is that my tea? Yeah. I wasn't going to be recording again, but I've just been offered a new job, so I am.
So you're recording?
I am recording.
So I'm interrupting?
No, because I knew you were coming up, so I've given myself a little gap. That's what this is.
Oh, okay. Tea gap.
Tea gap.
That's your tea.
Thanks.
Enjoy. Should I play
No, it's fine. I might put this in the episode.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just
Similar little chat.
getting to
Yeah. You weren't in the shop, so it's fine.
No, I'm
Just
not
a tiny bit of purple on that
I'm
side.
okay with being a tiny.
Yeah, so it's an intriguing proposition. I'm gonna interview. I'm gonna do the interview. We're gonna do it live. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. We believe you could be the manager we want to take the club forward, but we would like to ask a few questions first. I've always liked the Blackburn Rovers kit. Always. Ever since I was a kid. The blue and the white with the rose. Oh, mwah, chef's kiss. Love it. It's great to be here. Let's get started. I'm taking this job, aren't I? Basically, if I get offered it, I'm taking it. Why have you only worked with a small selection of teams so far in your career? I've not really had the chance to manage. I'm in the early days, right? Are you willing to assure us that you do a better job of meeting expectations your potential predecessor did? Predecessor. I always back myself to succeed. I've won 2 leagues. You would be potentially replacing someone who did not enjoy a good relationship with our fans. Could you do better? Yeah, I try to forge a strong bond with the supporters in every way possible. We don't want to repeat of our last manager, who we had to part with earlier than expected. Are you going to be around for a while? History would suggest not. History would suggest that if I get offered a better club, I'm just going to go. But for the sake of this interview, I didn't say that. I'd want to stay for a long time. How do you feel about working with a current director of football, John Park? Yep, sure, don't mind. What sort of budget are you anticipating needing to put together your backroom team? No budget. I've never needed any. Does anyone ever need a budget for that? I always just deal with the backroom team that's there and then bring in people when I need them. It's our long-term vision, a blueprint we would expect any manager to implement. All right, so what do we want? Develop players using the club youth system, sure. Sign players under the age of 23, sure. Build a new stadium, blimey. That's why they're not signing any players. They're building a new ground. Oh, okay. End of the current season and want top half finish, and then they just want to be working towards getting into the playoffs. They just want slow and steady. I can do that. I'm slow. I'm steady. We're targeting a top half finish. Is that something you think is attainable, or can you take us further? I think it's a fair target. Post transfer budget of 733,000. Yeah, sure. I've got no idea. That's a lot of money. Currently thinking of giving you a wage budget of 354,000. These are numbers. These are massive numbers. Big numbers. I'd be happy to work with that. Yeah, sure. Is there anything else that you would want us to do to help your cause? No, not right now. That should do for now. Thank you for allowing us to interview. You'll be notified of our decision in due course. Well then. This could be interesting. Is there anyone, if I go, is there anyone I'd want to bring with me? Anyone who's going to be good enough? I mean, really, the only person I'd want to bring with me is Joe Hugill, and I couldn't afford him. He's 4.7 million. Also, he's probably not championship ready, is Joe. I'm also being linked with the MK Dons job. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that job. Wow, there's a lot of teams. Blackburn are no longer on that list. They hired someone. Me. They've hired me. Ha ha! Blimey. Mid-table finish in the championship. Keep the director of football in place. No club job applications. Acceptable competition performances. They've offered me a 2-year contract on £8,000 a week at Ewood Park. What is my current contract? That's a £7,000 pay rise. I've got to take it. It's the manager's journey. That is a ridiculous pay rise. 2-year deal. 15% pay rise if I go up. Yeah. Yeah, we're off to Blackburn. Finalise. Exit talks. There we go then. Blackburn Rovers hire Bagent. He arrives with a record of 109 wins, 33 draws and 34 defeats in his career. He's also won 2 league titles. Yes, he does. First game in charge will be against Fulham. Bagent will face pressure to bring immediate success at Ewood Park, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge, and will need to hit the ground running if he is to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. Who believes this appointment is a questionable decision? Come and say that to my face. Due to move into the 20th... Huh? That makes no sense. They're building a new ground with a good 10,000, fewer, 8,000 fewer capacity. Jack Walker Park, I get that. But why are they dropping down? Oh, okay, fine. That makes no sense. No sense. So that's what they reckon the best 11 is, and that works for me because that is my preferred formation. Wow, look at that form. Look at that form. That has been awful. I'm going to come in. I'm going to instill the way I like to play. I'm going to play the 4-3-3. They've got the players for it, according to that little graphic. We're overspending on our wage budget. I've got to sort that out. There's a bit to sort out. I'm going to need to have a look at the squad. I'm going to need to figure out what we're doing tactically wise. We're going to be playing, the 4-3-3 because that's my tactic and I like it. Our first game as Blackburn Rovers manager is against Fulham, and then we've got Derby. 2 tough games. That will be the next episode of The Manager's Journey. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know what you thought in the comments. What did you think of the move to Blackburn? Good move? Bad move? Time will tell, I guess. If you're not already subscribed, hit the button down here to subscribe and so you don't miss any of the manager's journey. And I will see you very, very soon. All the best. Cheers. Take care. Bye.